Eriador is diminished. The time of the Eldar is fading, and the deeds of the men of the West are preserved only in their ruins. The shadow of a fear of ages past threatens all the free peoples of Middle-earth. And yet, hope remains. For in the hearts of unlikely folk is the strength to wander through shadow kept. And only thence can they come to the morning. And though the road is long and treacherous and full of peril, it is a road that these companions must travel. And only through strength of loyalty, friendship, and hope can they overcome the obstacles ahead. May the goodwill of elves, men, and all free folk go with them. The company has come to find the House of Ferrell, with its people being under constant assault by the very same which they had tracked. After a night's watch atop the wall, the company has come into possession of a single brigand, with whom they might work against the devices of the imposter wizard.
When last we left off, you all had felled one of these pesky bandits and tracked him down the hill through the brush and bramble and found him bleeding out as your arrow had found purchase in seemingly a very tender area of his leg. He was on the verge of death, and yet here you come to the rescue, healing him, stopping the bleeding, and making sure that he was able to make it out of it alive. You questioned him a little bit, and he pointed you towards their hovel, and also told you that their efforts were in pursuit of overthrowing the Dark Wizard at the top of the hill, which resides in Ferrell's homestead. You all had gone back and warned Farweld, I believe it was, to keep watch on the valley below, while you all follow up on this new lead. It is currently in the very, very wee hours of the morning, and the air is frigid. You can see a faint mist is covering the ground and filling any gaps within the underbrush in which you stand. You see that the bandit is just now he's trying to get up, and you can see he's having a hard time putting a lot of weight on his leg, but eventually he does get stood up straight. What all would you like to do?
I guess we're going to have him lead the way and introduce us to Gandalf.
All right.
And if he needs help, we'll help him walk.
He looks back at you and says, It's a few hours journey back to the Watchtower.
Do you need a rest? We can try to set up a camp somewhere.
I don't think I'll be able to make it on my own. If nothing else, I might have to lean on one of you or something.
Well, that's quite all right. We can help. After all, we want to join the right side in this conflict.
Right. All right. And you can see he puts his arm on your shoulder and puts a lot of weight on you as he kind of hobbles on one foot forward. And you all begin trudging your way towards the hovel, which he had informed you of. And it takes, as he said, several hours. You are slowed down by the fact that you are being led by a man with the use of only one leg. By the time you even come close, you start to round a hill, and just as you do, you can just begin to feel the sun's heat warm the back of your neck. The eastern sky, or the western sky. Wait, no. Yeah, the western sky where you are headed is just beginning to light up as the sun warms the back of your neck, and you come around a steep hill, and there you can see silhouetted against the lightning sky is an old, decrepit watchtower, surrounded on all sides by even more thick brambles, which would be very, very tough to traverse if you didn't know a secure and quick path through. He looks at you all and says, "That's it. Up ahead."
Is there anything we need to do to enter safely? Shall we let you take care of this?
Just let me do the talking.
Very good.
And Thrush is just going to say, he's just going to lean into him and say, be convincing. We don't want accidents.
Right, I'll do my best. You coming from Ferrell's place? Osmo won't like that.
Okay.
All right, but you all make your way around this hill, and you can see that the bandit who introduces himself as Oswald points to a few tiny little, what seem like cutouts, but you can tell that they're actually just trails that these individuals have made to make traversal through these brambles a little bit easier. You have to get down and crouch. Everybody, except for maybe Miragar, has to crouch just a little bit, but everybody has to crouch down low to get through these trails. And just as you pop out on one side, you see Oswald sticks his two pinkies in his mouth and lets out a loud whistle. And from the second floor of this watchtower, you see a pair of eyes peer out. You can see them reflecting in the rising sun, and you hear yet another whistle. And he says, "All right, come on." And you all make your way up to the watchtower. And
Are we completely clear of the Thorns End? There's like a clearing inside?
yes, so more or less. So from a top-down view, you wouldn't necessarily have all of this vision, but
Sure.
you can see that this watchtower rests on top of a hill. It is very, very worn down, with an entrance which faces south. You can see a few holes looking out onto the forest below, but you can see that this watchtower was fashioned to have multiple arrow slits, making this a very defensible position, should it need to be. And Oswald stops you, and he says, "Wait here." And he pokes his head inside and waits for just a minute, and eventually comes back and introduces a kind of a middle-aged man. He's got kind of longer hair with a portion of it pulled back just a little bit, scruffy beard, who addresses Oswald and says, "Oswald, who are they?" "Well, Brego, they shot me. But they healed me at the same time." See, what they said was, they think that they were under the influence of the Dark Wizard too, and they want to join the right side. So they come, and they wanted to speak with the boss. Oswald, are you daft? Well, no, Oswald, go, get inside. And at this point, you see Breghel, as he was introduced, looks at all of you And he has a long spear and a bow strapped across his back with a quiver full of arrows. And he looks at all of you and he says, "What business have you here?"
It's as your compatriot said. We believe that we were on the wrong side and we want to join the appropriate cause.
Right. Go ahead and give me a persuade roll if you would.
All right. We'll spend up.
Do you want to put our tokens on the map, or am I just not seeing?
Oh yeah, we can do that. I didn't even think about it.
That's probably why there's global illumination.
Whew, all right.
You see, he looks at you hesitantly, squints in your direction, and he says, "Come on."
Thank
And
you.
with that, he lifts his spear up and straps it across his back in a little loop that he's got back there, and heads on inside. And you make your way inside, and the bottom floor is more or less bare. You can see that there are pieces of rubble which litter the bottom floor, or the ground floor, I should say. It looks like pieces of stone which were quarried from somewhere else, maybe, or maybe weren't quite finished being used. Perhaps something was in the middle of construction and never got finished. You can see a stairwell that leads down to a lower level, seemingly underground. Make me an awareness roll real quick, if you would.
All of us?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, 11's not bad for only having 2 die, but I don't see anything.
Well,
I accidentally had one
I
of
can give
Moss's
him-
tokens clicked.
Oh.
I can
That's
give
okay. It
Larry
was
a-
still my stats, but
Good job, Breville.
let's see. Where was he at? So, with those awareness rolls, let's see. Thrush, Aranel, and Miragar. You can distinctly smell the scent of meats wafting up the staircase from below. And as you make your way around, you can see Breghel leads you up the set of stairs to the second floor. And you notice as you make your way across the first floor and up and look across the second floor, there are no fire pits, no torches, or anything up here. You would surmise that more than likely they've been given strict orders to light no fire in this area, so as to keep their presence unknown.
Okay.
To that, Breghel says, "Wait here." And you can see at the top of these stairs, you can see several beds strewn about the edges of the room. You can see arrow slits in each wall facing every direction. And you can see there is light coming in the eastern wall, or coming in the eastern arrow slits, rather. There's a table in the center of the room here. I can just show you, honestly.
Yeah.
This is kind of what you see, and you see a number of gentlefolk all strewn about the room, kind of all squinting at you. You see that Oswald goes and lays in one of the beds off to the side of the room, and just lays there nursing his leg, holding it up, trying to keep it elevated. You see a couple of guys sitting around the table, eating what's left of some sort of food out of their bowls. And Breghel comes back down, and just following him is a gentleman which looks like this.
It's Scam Dolph!
Lovely.
We finally get to see the face of Scam Dolph.
And he looks at you all and eyes you up and down and says, "Ah, my fellow adventurers, what brings you to our humble abode?"
Is it obvious that his beard is fake?
You can make me a scan roll.
I think Aranel's also going to see if
I mean, for what it's worth, it seems relatively
Of
well
course,
done.
Gandalf Rune.
the actual Gandalf is here.
But Aranel sees right through it. You can see the twine winding up and around his ear, and you can see the gaps between his mouth and the edge of the beard. And he looks at you all, and as you're kind of eyeing him up and down, he says, "Oh, my lady, is there something amiss?"
Maybe you could tell us?
Oh, pardon me, but I'm afraid I don't know what it is you're talking about. You've come into my home, and I am curious as to what it is that you need.
Well, I suppose there's two things. First and foremost, we met Oswald over there, and he explained your plight to us, and we realized that perhaps this evil wizard was influencing us, so we wanted to join the side of goodness.
And you see a couple of guys laugh in the background. And he says, "You have been to the Tower of the Dark Wizard."
I suppose we have, if that's what it actually is.
And you see he raises up his arms, and you see his sleeves hang loosely at his arms. His silhouette is very large, seemingly on purpose. And he says, "Gents, might they be thralls of the Dark Wizard Ferrell?" And you see a couple of them kind of murmur in the background, a couple of them nod. You hear one from the back of the room pipe up and says, "Oh, I don't know. They seem that they made it down here pretty all right." And you see the wizard looks over and leers at the individual who said it. You look back. You see this individual over here is one who spoke up. Looks to be about 17, probably about 6'5", brawny and wide. Looks like he was probably fed growth hormones his entire life. And the wizard leers at him and says, "Well, it sounds as though those seem to be the murmurings of a thrall himself." And you see Hamfast, he shakes his head quickly. No, sir, no, it not me. I've not been up to the Dark Tower. No, sir. Then I suggest you keep your mumbly mouth shut. You wouldn't want to be turned into one of those chickens now, would you? No, sir, no.
Thrush is just going to pinch with his left hand. He's going to pinch the bridge of his nose. He's going to look at this individual and say, "Who the hell are you?"
I'm the great wizard Ozma. The great wizard Ozma, you see. Known far and wide.
Right. Not far and not wide. You're unknown.
And what about you,
Reading
Ranger?
For him.
What about you, Ranger? How far and wide are you known?
And
You
he's
have
going
some
to
claim
actually
to fame?
smile. None.
Then I suggest you keep your murmurings of my notoriety out of your mouth while you are in my domain.
Well, you can have your domain. You can have your petty bandit squabbles. We're here for him. His mother sent us.
You hear that, fellows? His mother. And you hear a lot of laughter, like raucous laughter in the background, and you see Hamfast kind of shrinks into himself a little bit.
Nice.
Young Hamfast, do you wish to go home to your mother? No, sir. No, I don't want to go home. No, I want to be here. And I want to do good.
Hamfast,
Right,
your
you
mother's
do.
very worried about you. I know you think you're doing the right thing here, but she very much needs your help.
At which point, the wizard steps in between you and says, Young Hamfast has made his choice. Now, I suggest you make yourself scarce.
That will not be happening.
And at that point, you see all of these individuals lower their weapons at you. You hear that? Would you attack a man in his own home?
Seeing as how you're a group of bandits and an imposter since we've met the actual wizard Gandalf and we know what a real wizard looks like, yes.
Well, you'll not be removing my men from my home today. Take that for what you will.
And Thrush is going to look over at Hamfast and just say, "This is what you want? You think they're doing good?"
If you really were a wizard, you'd be able to cast a spell right here, right now.
At that, as soon as you say that, Thrush, Hamfast he looks up at you, gives you a little bit of a side eye, and nods. And you can see quite a few, you can see a few of the other men look down at him and just kind of give him a look, as well as the wizard. And to you, Miragar, the wizard says, Why would I display my power to such people who've not earned it? A wizard does not make his power known, especially to his enemies, and it seems as though you all are shaping up to be foes.
Well, if you think that we are thralls of another wizard, prove to us that you can remove such curses from us.
You see, once the wizard has corrupted you, you are nigh irredeemable. You must be vanquished.
It doesn't sound like you're a very talented wizard, then.
A true wizard would be able to grow his own beard as well.
I just chuckled at that.
Let me see. I'll tell you what. Let me get probably an all roll out of you, Larry.
Out of me? Oh, no.
I feel like we've all said enough to maybe give him a support die.
Yeah, you can take a support die.
Yeah.
Good, because I have no die in all.
Oh, no.
Well, Miragar's help thinks that gives me 2 die.
He's the good cop.
It's true. It's true.
Sauron. Wow, with no stats at all. I almost got there, though.
Pretty good.
You question the ways of the wizard. Know you the ways of the Istari? No. You know nothing. Now, gents, if you'd kindly see these gentlemen out, and be gentle with the lady. And you see these guys begin advancing on you.
Larry draws his spear.
Yep.
You intend to fight them?
Thrush is going to draw Mythor and let it ring onto the stone near his feet, and he is going to use a hope die to invoke a magical success on his awe roll and just yell one word out: stop.
All right, go ahead and give me an all roll.
All right, we'll roll to see if we get some extra 6s. Nope, 5, 5, 5, 2, 1. Or 5,
It's
5.
still very impressive all roll.
As
It's
you
amazing. I got to remove that one.
As you ring out, your sword strikes the stone, and your necklace blazes a bright white light, seemingly in a flash. Your voice fills the room in a booming tone. Everyone stops and lowers their weapon. And you see the wizard looks at them all, frustrated. Says, "What are you doing, fools? Get them out!" And you see that they don't want to advance on you at this point.
Now, I do believe my ranger companion here has displayed some true power before you. What tricks has this wizard shown you?
Well, yeah, he throws fire, doesn't he, boys? Yeah, he throws sparks and flame.
Well, why isn't he doing
Whistlers!
it right now to get rid of us?
It's quite dangerous, you see. I wouldn't want to hurt my own men in an effort to hurt you.
So you don't have that much control over your power, then?
You have a mouth on you, young one. I respect that. It seems as though we are at an impasse. Hamfast wishes to stay with me, and yet you will not leave.
I want to avoid violence, but we were given a task by the boy's mother.
You wish to avoid violence? You've come into my home and drawn swords as my men tried to escort you out. Should you want a peaceful end to this, you would leave immediately.
We're not leaving without the boy, and that's final.
Have you not ears on your skull? He does not want to come with you.
Well, if you're a wizard, perhaps you've influenced him.
Perhaps I have. Perhaps I've influenced him to see the ways of the world and how he is better off with me.
Oh,
Seems no one's better off with you.
And Thrush is just going to look over at Hamfast one last time and say, "One last time before we leave, and go report to your mother that you were killed by some fool somewhere out in the woods, doing God knows what for God knows who. You don't want to come with us? You don't want to return home?"
Go ahead and give me a persuade roll.
Okay, this is going to be great.
I will assist Thrush.
Well, we'll add a die on there, which will give him one to roll.
Oh,
No.
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 Oh, by the way.
Oh, yeah. All right. I forgot there was one earlier.
I
Yeah.
forgot to add the first one. All right. So for those of you on the stream who are watching, they've added the eye awareness has just increased by 2 as 2 eyes of Sauron have been rolled so far. You see, he shrinks back and kind of moves back and moves alongside one of his fellow compatriots.
And he'll just say, "All right, you've chosen the side of the shadow then." And he is going to start moving towards the stairs to leave.
Before we leave, Miragar would look at the table and see if there's anything somewhat fresh.
You do. You see. You see 2 loaves of bread. Not quite fresh, but probably maybe a couple days old. It's not moldy yet.
He'll take one of them and just stare at everybody.
You see one of them looks at you and growls.
I'll sneer at him.
30 years dominance over the food supply. I like it.
All right. So do you all take your leave?
Thrush is leaving, yeah. He's basically just trying to make sure that no one has come behind us to block the way, which is why he's going out first.
Yeah, and you can see as you make your way or you peer down the stairs, you can see out the door. You don't see anyone blocking your way.
Okay, good.
as we're walking out, Miragar would do one quick scan to see if does he see any fireworks, or does he see any things that maybe he's seen Gandalf use before? Kind of for some of his parlor tricks.
Yeah, actually. Go ahead and give me a scan roll. Nice. Okay. Yeah, easily enough. Actually, we'll say this. As he had lifted up his arms previously, you don't see anything down here, but you recall seeing bits of probably rockets or something, some sort of firework, maybe of
Some kind of pyrotechnic.
maybe of barding make, lining pockets on the inside of his cloak as he raised his arms.
Does Miragar point this out?
He'll point it out. Yeah, if we all kind of clump together and there's nowhere nearby, he'll kind of go up to Thrush and all three of you and be like, so he's wearing rockets that look like the stuff that Gandalf would shoot off from time to time in his sleeves. I think that's where he's throwing fire from.
It's not
Makes
surprising.
sense.
He seems like a fraud.
Well,
You can grow a
there.
beard.
Miragar, if I distract him, could you light them on fire?
Takes a bite of bread. Probably.
All right. Larry's gonna approach Scamdolph again and be like, perhaps we could come to some sort of agreement. The boy for information on the vulnerabilities of the tower.
Before you reply, because there's no torches or anything lit here, right?
Not in here, no.
Okay. And there was
Well, there's
nothing
a lantern.
downstairs either, right? Well,
Correct.
it's still going to be lit. Miragar will kind of go down the stairs a little bit to be out of sight from everybody up here.
Mm-hmm.
And, I have pots and pans and stuff like that, so I'm assuming I have probably flint and steel.
Yeah.
And will be like, Aranel, can I borrow one of your arrows?
Yeah. Like, pass him the one that.
And is going to make like a tiny torch. And is going to make a flame arrow and be like, shoot this into his sleeves.
Okay.
Was it his sleeves or like his belt based on the scan?
No, it's because when he went like this.
Yeah.
So like if she got his sleeve and caught it on fire, like a little lantern
Like
oil
the
or whatever.
sleeve would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a tough shot, but I know you could do it.
Of course.
So I'm talking to Scamdolph and being like, what would you like to know about the tower?
Give me a persuade roll.
All right.
All right, so Aranel, you kind of eye him up and down, and you feel as though you would
Gandalf
probably
rune!
be able to place
Yes!
a shot. You feel as though you'd probably be able to place a shot, and with that Gandalf rune, you see he strokes his beard. You can see as he does, it stretches a little bit away from his chin. And he says, tell me what information you know.
All right. Well, you had a good idea trying to go over the walls like that. Unfortunately, your ploy with the dogs didn't work. They did not eat the meat as intended, so you might have to try that again, or perhaps in a more clever manner. Going over the walls.
Let me know when to shoot.
I mean, I feel like I would probably kind of like make gestures and see if he kind of matches them, and then that would expose his arm, and Aranel would take the shot.
Okay.
Like Miragar's eyeballs above the stairs, like when he moves his arm a little bit.
How? I.
No.
Yeah, that
All
eye
right.
did not help.
So, You loose your arrow, and as soon as you find your opening, he moves his arm, and your arrow whizzes past him and sticks into one of the window frames just off behind him. And he looks and he sees it burning, and he says, "Clever. On them!"
Can I try to push him into the windowsill that's probably on fire
No.
right now?
Well, at this point, the windowsill isn't actually on fire. It's just the arrow.
Okay.
But these guys are on you. And now we are going to have to go into combat.
Dang it.
That's okay. Miragar, get Aranel another fire arrow.
Thrush
I
is just downstairs, like, it's taking them so long.
Thrush, get up here. We tried something and Aranel missed.
All right. So I think everybody but Larry will get an opening volley based on your positioning.
That's fair.
All right.
Would Thrush technically? I mean, I guess he's at the bottom of the stairs, but he would have visibility of anybody who I suppose would be in visibility of the stairs, and that's about it.
Yeah. Basically, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we can say that you were probably waiting for something to happen. I would say you were probably at the ready.
Yeah, he was basically assuming something bad was going to happen. He just wanted to make sure we didn't get attacked from two different directions.
Okay. So, first up, Aranel.
Let's hope I don't miss this time. Okay, regular success.
I'm surprised you didn't do a scan first for that previous.
I
She
did.
did.
Oh.
The Sauron rune got her on the
What
feet. Wow.
Oh man, you're not used to these tight enclosed spaces. All these people running around. It's hard to find a target and keep your eye on it with everybody rushing forward. Next up is, let's see, Larry's a little close. Thrush, go ahead and make yours.
All right. Where's my bow? There it is. And we shall roll it and see what happens here. Ooh, horrible roll.
Yeah.
Oh. I forgot.
We're doing this like last time. We were just all ones, all eyes are on.
And let's see, who is next? Miragar.
Me? Alright, well, I'm going to try the scan trick. I'm going to see if that helps me at all.
So that would be your action, though, just so you know.
Gandalf, though.
Wow, Gandalf success and an Eye of Sauron. I got all three crazy rolls on that one.
That's the trifecta.
All
That's
right,
fine.
so-
I kind of like I pop up a little bit. I pull my bow out. I pop up, and I'm like, "Where's his stupid sleeve?" And I see the heavy part of it. You know, as he goes, "Attack them!" And I'm like, "Ah, there it is." My next shot will be the one that gets him.
So,
All right.
you'll have 2 die on that one because you got a success rune
Oh, nice.
on top of being a success.
Yeah.
All right. So, with that, let's see. This
It's going
guy,
so well. I got his Gandalf rune and everything.
this guy is gonna fire at you, Larry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Probably not gonna do well.
Well, I don't even get to see the rules, so I'll have to take your word
Hidden
for it.
actor.
Let's see. Why is that hidden?
I don't know.
It's very private.
It said it's a private roll.
Shouldn't be.
There we
Okay,
go.
there it is. Now it appeared.
Okay, let me check something real quick. Breghel has a bow. He is very close to you, but he does still have a little bit of distance, so why is that not showing to everybody? I don't understand.
There it is now.
All right, he misses. Let's see. This guy down here is going to throw a spear at Thrush. Or no, he's gonna shoot his bow. He's got a bow. Why would he not shoot his bow? All right. Most of these are probably not going to be very good because they do not have good bow skills. Let's see.
I'll take your word for it since it's still private.
See, he doesn't have it. He does.
And your thing on the bottom isn't set to private roll, is it?
Let's see. Oh, yep, it is.
There it is. That would do it.
Yep. Let's try that again, shall we? This one is going to take a shot at the archer.
I mean, we're all archers.
This one's going to land it.
Oh, you.
So he is going to add 4 to his damage, and I need you to make me a protection roll, Aranel.
Oh, no.
Shoo. All right.
Today is not Aranel's day.
Get a Gandalf rune on this, though.
She got like 1s and 2s.
Well, when you make your injury roll, though.
Yeah, the injury roll.
Oh,
yeah.
injury roll. There we go.
Gandalf.
No way!
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Oh,
dude.
that's great.
All right. So
they
you
matter.
are still wounded for the combat. But you feel as though it's not too terribly bad. As you're drawing another arrow from your quiver behind your back, you feel an arrow just slice your wrist open. Not too bad, and that makes me a little bit frustrated. But
Listen, she's rolled like several Saurons. She was due that.
all right, and this guy is going to fire at Larry. Boop. Nope. All right. So with that, you see the wizard actually makes his way up the stairs.
Of course.
And combat will officially begin after we take a quick break.
I figured that was coming.
Yep. We will be right back. Howdy, tavern goers. It's me, everyone's favorite Moss. And I'm here to tell you that we are giving you the opportunity to snag some pretty dope merch here, okay? So we have decided that we are going to do a little raffle to kick 2025 off with a bang. So, just to go over a couple of the rules here, we have started, as of December 17th, selling the raffle tickets, and we will end on January 12th. The tickets themselves start at $15 a pop, but guess what? The more you spend, the more you get. If you spend $30, you get 3 tickets. If you spend $50, you get 10 tickets, and if you spend $100, you get 25 tickets. So that's 25 chances to win for $100. Now let's talk a little bit about the prizes, okay? Because that's what you're here for. That's what anybody enters a raffle for, is the prizes. Both winners, and you heard me right, two winners, they're both going to receive a Tales from the Dragon's Tavern branded t-shirt along with a coffee mug. The first place winner will get a digital Pathfinder 2nd edition bundle that includes all of the Pathfinder 2nd edition remastered core books, a handful of map folios, and a handful of pre-written adventures for a total of 72 digital items. That's 72 items you get. Now, the second place winner will receive a Free League publishing bundle, including the core books for Tales from the Loop, Dragon's Bane, Mutant Year Zero, Forbidden Lands, Symbaroum, Twilight 2000, Coriolis, plus a handful of supplement books for these systems, totaling 29 digital items. That's 29 digital items. So, 2 winners, 2 awesome prizes. Again, $15 a pop. The more you spend, the more you get. Go ahead and check it out. The link to our Discord is going to be in our link tree in the description below. Just type !support in chat, and that'll take you to the place that you need to go to support this stream and potentially get yourself some awesome prizes. We are back, as we are just now beginning our combat in the Watchtower against Osmer, the fake wizard, and his bandits. everybody, go ahead and put yourself in whatever combat stance you would like. You can see that Oswald is standing back. You've got a couple of guys who are rounding about you. Rules is written. For every person in rearward stance, there has to be at least 2 in forward stance. So, I think what would happen is you would see these guys begin rushing down the stairs towards you all.
Okay.
And then Hamfast is making his way. He's gonna come at you, Larry, and you can see as Hamfast makes his way over towards you, you can see that he's got like fear in his eyes. You can tell that it seems as though he's not fully in this, but he is coming at you with a hand axe raised high and ready to swing it at you.
All right.
So with that, Larry, you are up first.
All right. I am gonna target Gregor.
All right, so everybody is in position. You can see Oswald. He's got a bow drawn, and he is ready to fire at whoever. You can see he is trying to pick out a target amidst the chaos. And I think what I'm going to do is I'll put Miragar up there, and then Aranel just down a little bit, just to kind of make it a little bit easier. All right, so you swing out at Breghel, and he swats your spear aside, and he looks, and you can see he looks at it, and he says, "That's a pretty thing, isn't it?" And with that, he lunges forward at you. Thrush, it is your turn.
All right, here's the question. Can he go after the fake wizard, or will that not work given the
You can see
terrain?
that these guys are effectively blocking your path.
Okay, so we need to deal with them.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and who do we have? Let's see. All right, so if I went after, I suppose it makes. Who is the person I have targeted right now? That is Berghowl. Yeah, Breghel. Is he the guy? Is he one of the people in my way? Or
He
all
is.
of them? Okay. He's going to go towards him then. And he's going to attack him. Let's see. And we roll and see how we do here.
Nice.
All right.
Not a great roll, but it's an okay roll.
You lash out, and as he is distracted with Larry, you lash out, and he ducks just barely underneath of your blow, but you can tell that you've winded him just a little bit. So he's going to take 5 points of endurance damage. Next up is Miragar.
I think Miragar is going to do his normal dealio.
You
Does
did
it
also
look-
do that scan roll.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
but didn't really. The wizard moved.
Fair.
Does it look like people are going to be attacking Aranel, or is it pretty much everybody's focused on the 3 of us?
I'll tell you what, I'll let you do an awareness roll as a secondary action.
Sure. Nice.
Okay. It is hard to say. There's a lot of people in this room fighting, and it's hard to tell what everybody's doing at once.
And then I think I'm just going to then back my buddy Thrush up with my defensive
Okay.
athletics dealio. My 8,000 dice I throw out for him.
Wow.
Nice.
Smokes.
All right.
Oh,
That's crazy.
Nice.
So what is that? 3 subtracting 3 dice?
Yes.
Shoo! Okay.
From the next attack.
That yep. That'll do it.
That is amazing, Miragar.
I think Miragar like gets his buckler out, has his axe out, and like turns on his boots a little bit and like slides in. He's like, these things are pretty good.
All right. Aranel, it is your turn.
Alright, she's just gonna shoot at this guy. Need to get my sheet to open up. Scan, roll. Great success. I get 2 bonus die. There we go. Not a lot of damage, but
all right. It's better than nothing.
Yes,
And,
better than missing.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So you do 3 points of endurance damage to him. Next up is Oswald, who is going to take a shot over at. He feels betrayed. And
Oswald, I don't have to shoot you again.
he doesn't like the fact that he was duped and imposters have come into his home. So Oswald is going to shoot. Let's see.
I think technically Miragar is the one that got the Enhearten roll, if you want to be narratively accurate.
That's true, but you did most of the talking up here, and
Okay.
that's what's most important in his mind. So he's
Okay,
going to spend.
that's fair as well.
He's going to spend a hate die, or I'm sorry, a resolve point, because evil men have resolve instead of hate.
Oh.
And he is going to increase his number of dice by 1. Still missing. You nimbly dodge out of the way of his arrow, and his arrow goes sailing out of this window.
Is the window caught on fire yet?
No, by that point, by this, you think it's probably going to take a little bit more than that to actually catch on fire. All right, let's see. Tam here is going to lash out at Miragar with his axe. Let's see. He is taking a penalty die, and still misses even with a 17. You block his blow, and his axe glances off of your buckler. All right, now it's Hamfast's turn. Your quarry, the young boy that you've been hunting this entire time, is now on opposing sides of this fight.
Hamfast, you don't have to do this. You can go back with your mother.
He looks around and he doesn't know exactly what to do, but he's going to lash out at you.
Oh, wow. Oh, he got a Eye of Sauron. Okay.
All right, Larry, I need you to make a protection roll.
Yep.
Oh no. Larry.
Oh, Larry, make an injury roll.
Yep.
Well, Hamfast has gone to the dark side.
All
You
right.
see, as you raise your shield to try to block his blow, he finds purchase around it and catches your arm and cuts deeply across your bicep. All right, it is Breghel's turn. And Larry, he is also attacking you.
All right.
All right, so he is going to lash out at you with his spear. Given that you are in forward stance, he does get an extra bonus die, so...
Yep.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Okay. So, he can't get a pierce, but he is going to do a heavy blow on you.
All right.
So you are going to take... I'll apply this one. You are going to take 9 damage.
I'll lose stance, so I'll take half.
Okay, so take back 5.
All right.
All right. Next up, it is Generated Actor's turn.
My favorite.
I hate that guy.
Yeah, he's
That guy's the worst.
a real son of a you-know-what. He looks at you, and you can see he smiles at you, and he says, That's a real pretty blade you got there. And he lashes out at you with his spear.
Remember, if he's attacking Thrush, he's down 3 points.
Boom, boom,
Down 3
boom,
dives.
boom, boom. Oh, God, you're right. This might not be great. Nope. Failure. That
Nope.
Miragar, you
Playing off of that.
you slide in between them, and his spear glances off of your buckler, and he looks down at you and growls.
You forgot. I am a hobbit.
All right, so this guy, I think he is also he's also attacking Thrush, because that's who he's engaged with. Luckily, he's just got himself a little blackjack, a little cudgel, that he's going to attack with. And he misses as you deftly dodge to the side. Let's see. This guy is also engaged with Larry. So, oh, I'm not going to target myself. That would be bad.
Oh, you should target yourself.
Kill yourself, dude. Oh, no.
Yep.
Larry, why are you attacking yourself?
Let me see here.
Larry, stop attacking yourself.
It does say my name, but I'm pretty sure it's the enemy.
I mean... Okay. So, he can get a piercing blow with this. So he's going to go for it, and he's also going to add 4 to his damage.
Alright.
Go ahead and make a protection roll, if you please.
Use a hope die.
I will.
Yep, you gotta burn it.
Nope, I'm dead.
No.
Well, you won't be.
He jabs
You're not dead
his
yet.
spear into your side, and you feel the blood come pouring out from between your ribs. And with that, the lights go dim, and you fall to the ground unconscious.
Alright.
It says dead, but it's unconscious.
Okay.
I'm not saying Thrush is better, Larry, but Thrush did that in 1 action. It took 2 wounds to take you down. Thrush is only one.
You're better at dying than me.
Wait a minute. I don't think I'm thinking about this the right way.
All right, so this one is on Miragar. And he's going to lash out with his spear, trying to get at you.
These guys really wanted to kill me because I got a 22 parry. Me wondering why Miragar never rolls protection for me when I'm his focus. Dies.
You see, as these bandits, they're jabbing at you with their spears, Miragar, and you're just so low to the ground, you see that they keep glinting off of the stone floor. And finally, you see an old wizard reappear at the bottom of the staircase. And you see he is holding a lit torch, and he holds out what looks to be a rocket and lights it and fires it in your direction, Thrush.
Okay.
And he is going to spend a resolve to do that. It is a moderate endurance loss as this firework streams towards you. It whistles a high-pitched whistle that stings the ears, and it explodes right next to you. You feel the hot embers begin to burn and sear through your clothing. You are going to take, let's see, R, 2D,
Ooh, that could be bad.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh
Well,
no.
it's TPK.
No. Hold on. So the good thing about this is that it is moderate damage, which means that it is a favored roll with 2D with 2 feet dice.
Ah, okay.
Oh.
But they rolled 2 10s. He rolled 2
Wow.
10s. So you're going to take 10 points of endurance damage.
Do you want me to apply that, or do you want to?
Let's see. I can go ahead and apply it for you.
All right, I'll let you do that. I just didn't want us to both do it.
So you are down to 15 points, and you can see that your clothes have caught fire. And effectively, you feel as though you're going to have to spend an action to put it out.
Okay. Well, that could be the end of all the things.
All right. And
Yeah.
it is back to the top of the order. If you guys want to change up your stances, you can.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely change my stance.
Yeah.
Quit it! No, you can't change your stance.
You're in child's pose.
Thrush will stay in forward.
Oh, there's actually a setting for unconscious.
Oh,
There we go.
all right then.
Yeah, I think Miragar is going to go forward stance as he lets out a Hobbit battle cry. No, Thrush or Larry!
See, it's
Thrush,
not only
we
me.
need the wizard.
It is not only me.
Oh, I like it. I mean, it's horrifying, but I like it.
Thrush, it is your turn.
So if he does not put this out, is he gonna take that damage again?
Yes.
Holy crap! That is one of the most damaging things we've seen in the game yet. That's almost as bad as Nelly. Holy cow! Yeah, he is going to because he can do it as I think a free action. He can drop his bow, right?
Correct. Yeah.
All right, so he'll drop his bow
Or as a minor action.
or minor action.
Secondary.
Yep. And just dropping it because I wanted to drop it before, and then he will use an action to put out the flames.
Okay, but you're staying in forward?
Oh, duh, yeah, that doesn't make sense to be in forward because he can't do anything, can he? So he might as well go to defensive.
Okay.
If he
Yeah.
can. I don't know if he can given the logistics of how many people there are.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he can.
That doesn't matter. It's
yeah,
the
that doesn't
rear ward and running away.
Okay.
All right.
So he's doing that. Now, to make the song roll, that would have been what he did instead of
Instead of dropping the bow.
dropping the bow. Okay. Yep, so he won't be doing that.
Okay. Miragar, it is your turn.
Miragar's gonna unleash his
Oh, yeah, I
axe
guess
on
technically
this
I
guy
should have been
here.
Third.
I'm gonna throw a hope dice on this. There we go.
Yes.
Nice.
The only thing I can do is heavy blow, I think.
Let's see.
Yep. Yeah. Which is
8
fine.
damage. Okay.
Wow. And my whole game is just being really laggy right now.
It's, let's see. And it was this guy you did it to?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So you cut him across the leg, and he yells out in pain and says, "Oh, I'll get you, halfling." And you can smell, as he says this, you can smell the alcohol and just the stench of rotted teeth on his breath. All right. Aranel, it is your turn. Unless, I'm sorry, Miragar, was there a secondary action you wanted to do?
No, I don't think I have any, so no.
Okay. Keep in mind, you could still try to sing that song if you wanted to.
I think I'm okay right now because I'm nowhere close
Okay.
to being weary, so.
Okay. Aranel, it is your turn.
Fake wizard needs to go.
All right.
Ooh, you get, what, 2 dice then on your attack.
Goodbye, Gandalf.
Wow!
Holy God. Okay.
Wow, dog.
Here's-
Well done, mastery.
Ow!
Come on, Gandalf Rune. Come on, Gandalf Rune.
Oh man. Hold on, let me check something real quick. Make sure he doesn't have anything that can counter this. Nope, he sure doesn't.
No, he's wearing robes.
Oh, he's wounded!
Yes.
All right.
Nice.
So he is, oh god.
Does he only have one wound? Because he's so scared.
Yeah, immediately. He is just out.
Oh, wow!
Gandalf is gone.
I don't suppose that'll make them surrender.
Well, we'll see.
It'll make them say like, "Hey."
Are you not entertained? From the Hobbit.
Yeah.
At the very least, Hamfast might be like, wait, that guy's not a wizard.
All right.
Your wisdom is felled by one arrow.
And she didn't even hit him. She just hit
Like
and it
Stunner
cut
Mask.
the beard thing, and the beard falls away, and he just goes, "Whoa!" And dies
just
of
loses his
pride.
life.
He's like Samson. He's my power.
He dies of embarrassment. That's all it is now.
All right. With that, you see Oswald lowers his bow. Tam looks out and let's see. He looks out and he sees that his faithful wizard, his boss, his friend, has been felled, and he lashes out with everything he absolutely has.
Thrush, now is the time to do your sword thingy again if you can.
I don't have a sword thingy. Oh, wait.
All right, so
The awe roll.
The necklace
He-
thing.
is going to use his Fierce Folk ability and spend 1 hate against you, Miragar, to make his next attack have 1 additional success die and be favored.
Oof. They're filled with hate. Filled with hate.
I have Sauron now.
Hmm.
Great.
And
Only
yeah.
reason he succeeded.
All right, Miragar, I need you to make me a protection roll.
Come on, get down. Oh no.
Oh,
Oh, you
No.
need an 18.
all right.
So
Miragar.
question, do I take a point of shadow because I'm unconscious?
No, you probably wouldn't. You wouldn't know.
I wouldn't
anything
even
about
know
this.
what's going on? Okay.
You,
Yeah.
you don't know that he's injured. Aranel does that.
Yeah. I'm just
Alright.
curious.
You see, Breghel looks over at the felled wizard, and you can see a slight grin come across his face, and he advances on you, Thrush.
Oh, goody.
Do I need to make an injury roll? How long my injury lasts?
Oh,
Yeah.
did it not?
Yes.
Oh yeah, go ahead and make an
There
injury
it
roll.
is.
Sorry.
Sorry, I didn't see it.
Okay, so it's not too bad. It's not too bad. You feel as though you might be healed up in a matter of days. But Breghel, seeing this new opportunity, this vacuum in power, is going to seize it. And he says, "All right, on me, boys!" And he lashes out at you. And you being in defensive stance, he does lose 1. However, he's going to go ahead and he's going to spend a hate die to give himself another success die to even that out here. Failure! All right, missed it by 2. All right. So as you're in defensive stance, he jabs out at you with his spear, and you deftly maneuver it to the side, and you see sparks fly as the 2 blades meet. You see Hamfast kind of brings his axe down to the side. He drops it to the ground and begins backing away, unsure what to do.
Sorry, Headfast. You made your choice. We're gonna have to kill you. I'm not kidding. I'm kidding.
Hey, if I die, I guess Hamfast is the new Larry.
All
Oh,
right.
there you go. Hamfast is the new Larry. We need that on our shirt.
All right, so
if you kill him, you take his power.
is actually.
Is that how that works?
Yep. All right, so he is also targeting Thrush. And he is going to also spend a hate point, or a resolve point. I need to get my nomenclature correct. Boop, 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 boop. Oh no!
Gandalf room,
Yes!
yes!
Thank you, Gandalf. The real
Gandalf's
Gandalf.
like, oh, you killed the fake Gandalf. Sweet. Here you go.
All right. Let's see. This guy here. Man, everybody's after Thrush here. Okay. So he's gonna lash out with his cudgel, and misses because he is but a measly underling, not a Weasley. That's Ron. This guy is he's gonna circle around and leap up onto this bed and jam his spear down at you, Miragar.
Don't do it.
Give himself too much height to hit a hobbit. It's fine.
He leaps off the bed, and you know the move that Link has in Super Smash Brothers, where he brings the sword down and just slams onto the ground.
Yep.
Imagine that, but much less cinematic. He's gonna spend a hate die to make this favored, or not favored, but give it an additional success die.
Nope.
Dang, man! Ugh.
It's too
His
tall.
spear, you somersault out of the way, and his spear glints off of the stone floor as he tries to drive it into you. Let's see. This generated actor. God, there's so many generated actors.
They should have surrendered.
Yeah, they shouldn't they? But nay, will they? He's going to jab at Miragar. And there's one. So he's gonna add 4 to his damage.
Come on, Gandalf. You got it. Oh no! You're our healer.
And as this highwayman, this bandit, makes contact with you, you feel the spear glide across your neck, and a searing hot pain envelops you, and the lights dim, and you fall to the ground. At this, you see this one. He's going to advance on Aranel. But you can see that he doesn't attack you. Instead, he looks at you expectantly and says, "Give up now and leave with your lives." And with that, that is what he's going to spend his turn doing. Back to the top. Let's see. Larry is out. Miragar is out. Thrush, it is your turn. You see that you look around, and you see that they all look at you, kind of waiting. It seems as though they're kind of waiting to see what you do at this point, seeing that 2 of your comrades have fallen.
He is going to, when he stops there, he is going to give them a healthy glare and just motion his sword to motion them out of the way of the stairs. And he is going to lean down and he is going to heft Larry up and start moving towards the stairs and just nod at Aranel and nod over at Miragar, since she's actually technically stronger than he is.
Well, Miragar is
unconscious. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You need to pick him up
Yeah.
and bring him with. And look across at Hamfast and kind of cock his head as he's bringing Larry towards the stairs. And then just start going down the stairs with Larry.
You all make your way carrying your fallen comrades. Their bodies heavy on you, with the dead weight you drag behind you or throw up over your shoulder. And you make your way back to the Ferrell homestead?
Yes, well, we need to stop in the intervening time, probably. Well, actually, I don't know. Is it going to take us less than an hour to get back there?
No, it'll take you at least a couple hours to get back. So,
All right.
Yeah,
so
we
we
need-
have to do some healing on them. So Thrush will help as best he can. He hopes that she has more healing. Well, he's not favored, but he has 2 dice in healing.
I have 1, but it's one of my worst stats.
So can they use my healing balm, my item that I have on me?
sure. Yeah, I would say so. I would say that, whoever has dice in healing, then I would say that you could find use in. You would have the knowledge to know what to do with the healing bomb.
Okay.
And then Aranel is still Thrush's focus, right?
Yes.
So could
Yeah.
I give him the
Yes.
focus tie? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Um,
So I would
that's
have.
all.
I'll help you. And like start
So who?
sifting through
Probably
like the-
Miragar first, since he's the better
apothecary
healer.
kit.
Yeah, exactly. Though I don't know, will he be able to even heal once he wakes up? We wake him up with a hit point. He could technically do stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, we're adding 2 dice for her help.
And one from the
And
Oh.
one from the healing kit.
Yeah.
And so he doesn't technically need to use a hope point, right?
You can.
you
I mean,
can.
this would put
It
him
wouldn't
having.
hurt.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't hurt. He might as well use it. There's no point in not. All right, he's going to see how this does.
Yes.
There we go.
All right.
No 6s though on any of those dice.
With
Ah,
a
amazing.
success. Did you get? Was it Miragar you got up first?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, Miragar, your eyes open and you see both Aranel and Thrush leaning over you. They're binding your wounds and putting balm over the open laceration on your neck.
Did we win?
It's not time for you to leave this world just yet. We need to help Larry.
Okay.
And just kind of pat him on the back and like sit him up a little more roughly than he probably needs to right now.
And I feel like he just kind of goes autopilot, seeing Larry wounded and everything, and looks
Mhm.
for his healing bomb, and like looks at Thrush, who's got it, and grabs it. I'm still a little weak. Can I get a little help?
Of course. And you can probably help him, I guess. Because I don't know. Do you actually also?
No, so I'm not his focus, but
Ah,
he's
right.
my focus.
Right.
So,
right,
so
okay.
He was
give him-
helping me.
either one of you can give him 1 die.
One
But-
die.
But
Yeah.
that still is with a hope point. That's still 5 dice that are favored. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Favorite is good.
There we go.
and I stop Larry from dying.
All right.
All right.
That's what,
So
1
Larry,
endurance you wake up with?
That is 1 endurance you wake up with.
All right.
And I believe if let's see here. Let me double check something real quick because I think let me see.
Well,
here.
I stack both wounds on as 11 days of needing to heal.
So the second wound that you got
Yeah.
does not count towards your total injury healing time.
Okay.
That just puts you out of combat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So just add 10 to your first healing roll or your first injury roll, and that's what your rating is.
Got it.
Yeah, because it's like you get a numerical value if you don't roll a Gandalf rune, but if you
Gotcha.
roll the Sauron rune, it's just like you don't take a numerical roll either. You just get 10 days and you're out.
Gotcha.
So it's as if you took the other wound. It's like, oh, jeez.
Yep.
Sauron had my number.
Yep. Larry will wake up and be like, what happened? Did we get the boy?
That did not go well.
No.
Hamfast dropped his axe after he hit you, but luckily Aranel managed to drop the wizard. But what was his name? Oz something? He stepped in and commanded them.
Oh no.
Breathful or something?
Bregel.
Bregel.
Oh, was it Breghel? Who?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oscar
Oswald was like wavering.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought Oswald was the guy who said that.
So-
Got it.
Oswald and Hamfast were the ones that kind of like stopped fighting
yeah.
first.
Okay, and Tam was looking like.
Tam was the one that was super enraged, and then Oswald was like,
Or Bregel.
I can be the or
Bregel.
not Oswald. Bruggle.
You pulled the moss.
Like,
Yes.
I'll be the new leader.
Pulled a moss. Wow. And
Sorry.
so, yeah,
I was-
we'll
my mouse was over Oswald in combat.
we will probably just have to make our way back as quickly as possible. They may be
Oh,
coming
yeah.
for us again. It was
Aranel
small
will
mercy
keep an
that
eye on
they
the rear.
had us leave. I think they were worried that we were going to take too many of their men out, and he wouldn't have anyone left to command.
Yes. Well,
Probably.
take us back to the farmstead. We'll let them know what happened.
What were you trying to do up there, by the way?
Who, me?
What? Oh, you shot at him and missed, or what?
I saw that he had rockets in his sleeves, and I thought Aranel could maybe, using a arrow that was on fire, catch one of them on fire while his sleeves were there and blow him up.
And Thrush at that, he'll just kind of like raise both his eyebrows, like, you were in the room. That would have been incredibly dangerous. And he just holds out his cloak,
We were
which
at
is
the
now
stairs.
like
It was
on
fine.
fire, or had been on fire. And he's like, that was one of them.
Yes.
And it would have proved him as a fraud, but she missed.
Well,
She
her
missed.
final arrow did that. So,
Oh, she got him. Well, that's good at least.
yes.
Yes, thankfully.
Well, let's go back to the farmstead. We'll rest up and see if they try to attack again.
All right.
Can Aranel try to craft some kind of like crutch or something for the boys?
I mean, Larry could probably use his spear. It's big enough.
Fair.
Okay.
True.
Yeah.
The Hobbit might need
but if
something. I
you,
don't know if the hand axe is.
Yeah, if you want, you can try to craft something. Oh, yeah, well, easily enough. Yeah,
He's like, hey, this stick looks like a crutch.
easy,
It's like, here
easy.
you go.
All right, so you all trudge back through the brambles and thickets, which led you up to this forsaken tower. Make your way clear of it and begin making your way back around the hill up towards the Ferrell homestead. As you do, everybody go ahead and give me an awareness roll real quick.
I feel like there's no point in me trying, but what the heck?
Gandalf is blessing me because I took out Scandalf.
Yep. And you get her.
Everyone is kind of focused on getting the wounded back so that they might rest. However, Aranel, your ear twitches just a little bit and you hear someone calling out to you from behind. And you glance back and there is Hamfast.
Oh, Hamfast, have you seen the light? Have you decided to join us?
I'm awful sorry, mister. I didn't mean to.
Don't worry about it. They tricked you, boy. The important thing is that we can get you back to your mother.
I don't like that. I want to go home.
Well, we may need to rest a bit, but we'll get you home.
Are you going to take me up to the wizard's tower?
There's no wizard there, boy.
He is just a simple farmer.
Oswald was lying to you.
Oh,
Or not Oswald. Osmer.
oh. I thought so. I didn't know, but part of me is glad he's gone.
The world is better without him, but we'll worry about that later.
Help us get to the farm, and you can tell us what happened.
Oh, of course. Here, and he hunches, like he squats down.
Please, please.
And get a whole point of hope back for that. No, that was funny. I like that. That's good.
He squats down and he gives you a chance to hop on his back so that he might carry you
Oh,
the
nice.
way back. And as you all are on the way back, he kind of gives you insight into what's been going on. He tells you that all of the lies that Osmer told him, that that Ferrell would turn his enemies into chickens and have them lay eggs for him, and that he was concocting all kinds of evil potions, and anyone who defied Osmer was definitely a thrall of the evil wizard Ferrell. And he also mentions that he has been hard at work. He and a few of the other underlings had been hard at work digging in the cellar of the Watchtower, digging for something, although he didn't know what.
And so, in Thrush's mind, does he seem kind of as simple as his mother said, or does he sound kind of like he has a little bit more of a brain about him than she led him to believe, or led us to believe?
You can tell that. I mean, he's definitely simple, but he has the ability to reason.
Okay, all right.
So overprotective mother to a simple child kind of thing is kind of how she came off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So Thrush, on the way back while they're going and doing all this, he's just going to look at him and say, you know, if you do want to help people, when you get home, possibly the people who guard Bree might have use of you.
You think so?
Patrolling, keeping people safe?
I don't know.
Larry will actually kind of point to himself and be like, I mean, you did a number on me. I know hard feelings, but I think you've proven that you're rather skilled at, well, dealing with others.
I didn't like doing that. It was not very nice.
And that is a good thing.
Yes.
You should remember that lesson.
Yes, no one should like hurting another person at all. It should always be a last resort, which is why being a guard, you usually help people.
Be ready to, know how to, not want to.
Yeah. I don't know if Mum would want me to be a guard, but maybe you're right. Maybe I can help people. I am big and strong.
Attaboy.
And as you all make your way up the hill, back towards Ferrell's estate, you can see Ferrell the Younger standing atop the wall as it seems the shift has changed. And he says, "Boy, what happened to you? Farwell, open the gate!" And the gate swings open.
We found where they're hiding, and it didn't go perfectly, but we did kill the fake wizard, and we rescued the boy.
You see, they look over at Hamfast, and Ferrell the Younger sticks out his hand for a shake, and they clasp hands. And Ferrell says, "I'm glad you saw the right side."
You wouldn't have any bread around. I seemed to drop the loaf that I grabbed earlier.
Oh.
As he's like slung over the shoulders of Hamfast.
"Poppy, we need water and food. Bring it out quick. I need bandages if you've got them." And within a couple of minutes, you see that Poppy rushes out carrying as much as she possibly can, and food and a large jug of water with what looks to be just kind of like a ladle that she might be able to fish water out of the pot with. And go ahead.
The Younger is here? You said the Younger and the Elder, or?
You look around and you don't see Ferrell the Elder around, at least not in the immediate vicinity.
Okay, but the Younger is here. So Thrush is going to say over all of this while he's eating a piece of meat that he's just going to hold out his cloak. They still have access to his fire, even though the wizard has fallen, and this enclosure is made of wood. Though I don't know if they'd want to take it down, but if they do attack, we need to take them down quickly before they can get too close.
Right. Well, luckily we would have the advantage on them.
Yes, they lost their wizard, and well, we rescued the boy, which means we don't have to worry about who we're fighting. And we did injure one last night.
I'm just not certain that they're going to want to attack, but they may be driven by anger. They let us go, I think, mainly because they didn't want to lose more men in the confines of their place, but they did a number on us. We are hurt.
Yeah, if you don't mind us resting a few days, our presence might keep them away as well.
Right. And as you all are kind of talking, you kind of glance over and you see Farwell just staring at Hamfast with what looks to be fear in his eyes. And he says, he walks over, keeping his eyes on Hamfast, and grabs Ferrell the Younger and whispers in his ear. I'll have everybody give me an awareness roll real quick.
Okay.
I've heard of awareness.
You and Gandalf, man. You got something going on.
Gandalf loves me. I took out his imposter.
You're getting the Sevi rolls
True.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't help that
Yeah.
everybody else is wary. So
Yeah.
Yes.
And miserable.
yeah.
Oh.
So as he leans down, the rest of you have a hard time picking it out. But Aranel, you hear he whispers in Ferrell's ear, "It's him. It's the giant." And that is where we will end tonight's episode.